it was a proper cup tie when it got going.
Yeah, I think I suppose the key to it all for us was we were playing sort of scrappy football when we had good possession. We were making wrong decisions, and I made 7 changes, and I thought probably that's the reason for it, so I hold my hands up. But when I brought the 3 subs on, I thought I was compounding the situation by changing again, and next thing you know, we go behind. Scrappy goal, but it's a goal. And that sparked us into some kind of either thought process that this is important, this is serious business now, but why do we have to go behind for it to be serious business? It's a game of football. You want to win every game of football. You want to win every battle one-on-one and see where that takes you. I thought to say we're a better team and they weren't, that would be disrespectful, but I thought we controlled the game for long periods of time, but when Buxton made a couple of changes, I thought they had more of a threat going forward. It looked like they went to their normal 4-4-2 possibly. But that should open up the midfield 3 for us, which it did when I put Luke Summerfield on. So it was ifs and buts to start off with, after they scored, and then when we equalised, I thought it was one-way traffic again, but we could always be susceptible to the counter-attack. So it's one of them cup ties, end-to-end. It became end-to-end, it became exciting at the end, but, petered out to a draw when I think, quite honestly, I think we should have won it.
Let's talk about some of the positives, or one of the positives of which there were many. Harry Ibbotson really put himself about up front, and his work rate was incredible.
I've asked every player, having made 7 changes, I've asked every player, because we've sort of stuttered in the league of late, I've asked every player to stake a claim for the shirt on Saturday, and that for me is the most important part. Performance, first and foremost. If you're a goal scorer, score a goal. That's knocking at my door, metaphorically speaking. If you're a midfield player, create, destroy, but be both sides of the game. If you're a defender, keep a clean sheet. If you're a goalkeeper, keep a clean sheet. So it's enough box-ticking exercises today, but Harry Ibbotson was one of the main ones. Obviously, he scored the equalising goals, had numerous chances. And when I put him on with Amari alongside him, he had a bit of physical presence alongside him, with that cleverness in terms of his movement. That could cause teams at this level a problem. So let's see. I mean, I don't think we rewrote the handbook or anything like that. We went to 2 strikers down the middle who both had some kind of a contribution to us, 1, getting a point or getting an equaliser, and 2, possibly should have won the game.
I think you're exactly right that the substitutions made a difference, because once you tweak that midfield, somehow Summerfield was finding himself in space, there was more space for Brown, and that just allowed you to be much more creative. We've
talked about the midfield 3 on numerous occasions in-house, and I always look for difference. I remember going back with Sam, we had difference in midfield. We had 3 players in there, and I can name them now. We had Ivan Campo, superb ball player, but he was a defender first and foremost, so he spotted danger behind him. And we had, God rest his soul, Gary Speed, who had energy to box to box, and then you had the brilliance of JJ Okocha, you had the goal scoring prowess of Kevin Nolan. These names are rattling off my tongue, not household names, Bolton Wanderers names, because we had difference. And I think we've got difference. We've got Zach Brown, we've got Jack, we've got Malik, we've got Digger Davis, and we've got Luke Summerfield, who pulls the strings. Luke wasn't there in the first half, obviously, and when he came on with 30 minutes to go, obviously the game had settled down and legs were tired in the opposition, as you've seen on numerous occasions. I think a lot of Buxton players went down with cramp. But that's the superior, I would have said, pre-season, full-time scenario. We're a fit bunch, there's no doubt about it. We're a fit bunch and we're a hard-working unit. But when Luke comes on, we become more of a footballing team, and that's no disrespect to Digger Davis, So, we're not talking about strongest teams and best players and this, that and the other. We just changed our line of focus, shall we say, when Digger came on. When Digger came off and Luke came on, but also when Amari came on, we changed our system to a certain extent, and I think that helped Harry Ibbotson.
You've mentioned the benefit of experience and the benefit of playing and training at a higher level. One thing that stood out for me in the first half was how comfortable Cam Candola looked on the ball and bringing it out from the back.
He's had about 13, 14 years, maybe even more, at Wolverhampton Wanderers, been surrounded by quality, been expecting professional service from yourself, Neil MacDonald, and the players around him. So his demands are fairly high. But Cam was going to blow a gasket at some stage. So the 60-minute scenario was in my head before the game. You don't tell a player that, of course. You let him get on with it and see if he can run himself into the ground and come off in a winning team. But when he came off, it was obviously 1-0 down. 1-0 down, and he was a little bit disappointed. But it wasn't the reason why I brought him off. Was the negative side of it. It was more the positive side that I wanted to preserve his energy and his legs for the next game.
Yeah, you talk about preserving energy. We now go again on Tuesday. It's another game in what's always a crowded fixture list, but a chance to put your name and your name alone in that important bag of balls in the next round of the Cup.
And you probably know on Monday, I think, who you're playing against, so it'll be a level of importance, I think, to a certain extent. Home draw would be a great one, but at the same time we've got to get past the next home draw, which is obviously against Buxton, our place. Will I change the team? Will I play a stronger unit? I just witnessed what I witnessed today, and I was happy with the players that started the game, and I was happy with the players that came off the bench, and I'm certainly happy with the players that are still on the bench who played the majority of the league games. So there's lots to think about come Tuesday. Did I want another game? Doesn't matter to me, because I would have been doing 11v11 behind closed doors practice match anyway. So it's better off it being a real competitive game and get some more fitness levels into people like Cam Condola.
And just finally, for somebody who's been involved with the game for as long as you have, I feel it's a blessing. I'm sure you feel it's a blessing too. But
that I'm still alive.
No, that we're still able to come to a ground like this at 3 o'clock on a Saturday with the sun out and play a proper football match and a proper FA Cup tie, because it doesn't happen everywhere.
It doesn't. I totally agree, and I've never been to this ground before. And when I say Derbyshire, having managed Derby County, obviously the pride of Derbyshire, and you come to Buxton's beautiful place, by the way, absolutely fantastic. What I came through, I'll be coming back here with my family for sure. It's a nice ground. It's a tidy ground. The supporters get behind the team. Everything about Buxton is nice, but we've got to face you 3 more times still, which is in the Cup on Tuesday and then 2 in the league. It's never going to be an easy place to come to, but we now know how the land lies, and we know what we're going to face next time we do come here. Hopefully we'll be better prepared, or at least I'll be better prepared, and the players will be ready for it.